miraculous 90 minutes of Premier League football. As you can see, we've been joined by Michael Owen alongside Darren Bent. Minutes of Premier League football. As you can see, we've been joined by Michael Owen alongside Darren Bent just to go through what we've just seen involving Liverpool and Manchester United. So let's then start at Anfield, where Liverpool up against the finish 1-1, but that doesn't even tell the story because, Michael, Villa got themselves an early penalty and Liverpool found themselves up against it early on.
They did. I fancied this was always going to...
And Liverpool found themselves up against it early on.
They did. I fancied this was always going to be a tough game coming into the game, Manish, and there's no question at all about the penalty. The penalty itself was very questionable, though. It's a really poor one from Ollie Watkins at the Kop end. Misses it by quite a fair way. And, yeah, it's an average penalty, that one. But Darren, Villa bounced straight back on the back post.
Yeah, great finish from Jacob Ramsey again. Trent on that back post, not checking his shoulders, letting him in behind him. And it's a really, really good finish because he sees it quite late, but gets a good contact on it, and it's a really, really good finish.
Then a moment of controversy. Liverpool here thought they'd equalised through Cody Gakpo, but not to be a deliberate touch off Enzri Komsa, it was ruled off. But then, the moment of drama, the fairy tale moment, if you will, Roberto Firmino, his Anfield farewell after 8 years, comes up with an equalising goal, Michael.
Oh, I mean, it was, wasn't it? It was one of those moments you just think it was meant to be. You know, what a fantastic career he's had. He's won virtually everything. To score at the Kop end, I mean, the icing on the cake would have been if they could nick the winner. I just don't feel that was enough for Liverpool. I feel as if they're going to fall short now of the Champions League spots.
Yeah, OK. And that would have come as a setback to Erik ten Hag and Manchester United, although they had beaten Bournemouth by 1-0 on the South Coast. The all-important goal coming after just 9 minutes, Casemiro with a lovely improvised finish.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, as I said, it was a really good play. Great ball from Christian Eriksen, the right way to pass. Bournemouth trying to squeeze up, and he has to improvise. I mean, it's quite messy defending between the goalkeeper and the defender, but when he improvises mid-flight, knows exactly where his bearings are in the 6-yard box, and it's a really, really good finish. Like, and I'd expect that with an attacker who's been in that situation many a time, but for a holding midfield player, Michael, that's a really good finish.
It was, yeah, brilliant. As you say, I think the word improvisation was is the right word to use there. What a signing he's been, and what a big 3 points for Manchester United.
Yeah, so in terms of the state of play, of course, nothing is secure right now in the race for the top 4. At one point, it looked like Newcastle and Manchester United had the top 4 hopes sealed and secured, but it goes on until the next match day at the very least. So Liverpool have a chance. Newcastle need just a point, as do Manchester United.
Yeah, I feel as if that was a poor result for Liverpool in terms of their, trying to qualify for the Champions League. They've left themselves with too much to do now. Newcastle and Manchester United, I'm absolutely certain, will get 1 point out of the last 2 games. So I think too little, too late from Liverpool.
OK. Well, if it was dramatic at the top end, and relegation threatened Everton. This was a huge game, of course, for Sean Dyche's men, starting the day just 1 point above the bottom 3. It was Wolves who took the lead through Wang, but only after this from Adama Traore, Darren.
Yeah, it was a pace, power. I mean, they had a couple of opportunities to foul him, but they don't. And when you let him get ahead of steam, he's very, very hard to stop. Good save from Pickford, but Wang following up, and it's a really, really composed finish. But it's all about Traore that day. Pace, power, direct.
99th minute. Q and Everton equaliser.
Look at this, though, Manish. Tarkowski, defender. Keane, defender. Mina, defender. The trio of defenders come up from the back and obviously get the equaliser. And what a massive point it could be.
Yeah.
We'll see come the end of the season, but for that man could be the biggest point in his career.
Yeah, almost virtually the last kick of the game. Those celebrations speak volumes. Finally, a London derby between Fulham and Crystal Palace. Palace took the lead initially through Odsonne-Edouard.
Yeah, good goal. It's all about Eze again, who's having a fantastic end to the season. It's a good run as well. Good timing of the run. And it's a good finish. I mean, he could square it there, but he doesn't. He hits the target high, hard into the roof of the net, and he gets Palace off to an unbelievable start.
Just before half-time, though.
No question about it, I didn't think. It's a definite... No question about it, I didn't think. It's a definite penalty. Yeah, Wilson does really well to just cut inside there, and it's a definite penalty. Mitrovic steps up, and I don't think there's any doubt about that either. Fantastic penalty.
Yeah. He doesn't take subtle penalties, does he, Mitrovic? That was his 13th of the season. finish this time with his head.
Great header, poor defending, bullet header, and you expect no less from Mitrovic.
Palace's Joel Ward equalising after 83 minutes. His first goal in over 4 years, incidentally.
I was just about to say, not a regular goal scorer, but a nice point. I mean, it probably means nothing for Crystal Palace, just pride and how far up the table they can finish. But in a bit of a derby, it was a nice way to end.
You talk about that point for Everton. How big could that be for you, Darren, do you think?
Massive. It makes Leeds have got to go and get a result. They've got to do something, but fair play to Everton, keep fighting to the very end.
OK. Well, that's it from me and Darren here on Matchday Live. A big one at both ends of the table. Arsenal here on Matchday Live.
Nice point. I mean, it probably means nothing for Crystal Palace, just pride and how far up the table they can finish. But in a bit of a derby, it was a nice way to end.
You talk about that point for Everton. How big could that be for you, Darren, do you think?
Massive. It makes Leeds have got to go and get a result. They've got to do something, but fair play to Everton, keep fighting to the very end.
OK. Well, that's it from me and Darren here on Matchday Live. A big one at both ends of...
Position maintenant. Alors, que se passe-t-il? Le buteur Hakim Ziyech est resté au sol.